to show.
What's up guys, today we are going to be looking at some more Warlords of Draenor character models and animations. There'll be more videos to come on this. This is basically what Blizzard have given us so far over the character models that they are going to be putting into the new expansion called Warlords of Draenor, which should be coming out on the 20th of December 2014 this year. As you can see, the walking straight away, they've changed quite a lot of the fluidity of the models in the fact that there's less clicks and sort of clanks, if you like, when they walk, and also their stance has been sort of improved to look more realistic. But one of the major advantages to these new character models, as you can see here, is the amazing new skin tones that they're bringing to pretty much all of the characters except the Pandaria, because obviously they've already been updated for mod. You can see some of the emotes they're doing, and so yeah, basically my first thoughts were that it looks like they've sort of just tanned the skin on pretty much all the character models, but if you do look closely, you can see that there's a much wider variety of colours. Now here are some sort of photos of the overall skins that they were going to put on the character. This is the old character you're seeing now. It just says down the bottom 1160 polygons used over the whole character, and the new one has 7821 polygons. So as you can see, there's a huge amount of detail gone into this new model. You know, it's obviously just got a bigger variety. As you can see on the gnome picture model here, you can see the polygons in the middle. There's just more, which gives it a better overall look to the model. This is the female gnome, the new female gnome, I should say. Moving on to the 3D character models of both female and male gnomes. Just to say straight away, they're not showing all of the character models yet in this video form. There are pictures you can find on Wowhead and such other websites such as WowDB, because they have got all the information from Blizzard, but they haven't actually made any more like this. There's only a certain number of races that have actually been made into videos like this. So again, they're showing some of the emotes and the dances that the gnomes have. They've also seemed to change the pants. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I find the female gnome here is probably one of the most impressive changes, because if you look on the right, basically it looks like two colours used in the skin tones, and on the left there is a huge amount of detail gone into like everything, including the hair. You know, it just looks, it's got a gloss sort of finish to it, and the shadows and everything. Just everything looks better. And one of the things they've shown off about the female gnomes is the emotes. As you can see, that the eyes changing on the left hand side, in the new model, the eyes changing shape, whereas on the right they stayed the same the whole time. This is obviously a good thing, but it's obviously going to take a lot more rendering for people's computers to do. Moving on to the orc here, the male orc. We don't have a female model, only the male one being shown. This is the old one that we know, and the one on the left now is the new one, and the one on the right is the old one. So as you can see, they're obviously using different colour skin tones for this experiment, but they're actually a lot of extra detail. Not to keep saying that, you know, you can obviously see that there's just a lot more work that's gone into these models. And one of the things that they are showing off for the orcs here is that they say that, how they put it, was that there's a sort of bones in the cape, as you saw there. When you're running, it's more fluid, whereas in Mr. Pandaria the cloaks just stayed pretty much perfectly still. So the thing is sort of like a spinal cord in the way that it moves back and forward. It has that fluidity. Again, we have some of the emotes and the castings of the orc in the wind, obviously. As you can see, there's just so much more detail going in, which is just how it's progressing. This is the undead male. On the top we have the new, on the bottom we have the old. You can see they're just looking a lot more like we know undead to look, really. This is some of the face models here. They're just looking, you know, a lot easier. Onto the Taurens. Just new model here, and I will also put a comparison. So you can see there on the left we have the old one, on the right there's the new one. Obviously feel free to pause and have a look, go back and look at all the models. There'll be a link in the description of where you can find more on these character models, and also some information about the new character models. Now finally, let's move on to the pros and cons of these new character models. Now firstly, the pros are going to be that the game's going to be more enjoyable, you'll get more out of the game, and also there'll be better WoW videos such as Warcraft movies, because they'll have more emotes and stuff. And the only con that I came up with is the fact that it'll need more processing power